Hi guys, I'm back. So let me turn on this light here. It's a little bit dark. Um, so I wanted to go ahead and get with you guys and show you how to do the front. The front is actually going to be a little different than what we usually do, and you are going to need two pieces that are 4 1/4 by 9 1/4, and you are going to score on your right hand side. Okay, oops, a little bit of marker on me. And then on here, again, you're going to cut another piece that is 4 1/4 by 9 1/4, and you're going to score on the left hand side a 1/2 inch. Okay, on both of these. I went ahead and marked my book because on the front cover, what we're going to do is we are going to set these about a 1/2 inch inwards from the spine um, end right here. Okay, so and then about an 1/8 inch from the bottom and the top of your book. So it kind of sits like this, okay? And then same thing here. So these are actually going to be doors that are going to open in the front of your book, okay? You are going to set this about a 1/2 inch inside as well, and just make sure that it um, is uh, the same measurement away from the edge of your top and bottom. Okay, so they both line up right next to each other. So when you open it up, it comes open like this. We are going to be using the Tim Holtz Ideology Hitch Fasteners, and you can buy these over at JS and Hobbies and Crafts. Okay, so you will need 2 of those because I'm going to use these as the little doorknobs. You're also going to need 4 magnets, okay? So you're going to need 4 magnets for this, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and cut your papers. Either you can cut them the same size or you can cut them about 1/8 of an inch and leave a border if you want to. And I'm thinking for mine, I might go ahead and I might leave a little bit of a border. I might leave an 1/8 of an inch border. I kind of like leaving a border on mine, so I might go ahead and do that, okay? And then for around this side, if you wanted to cover this, then you wouldn't need a lot of cover. You could just use your scraps. Excuse me, you guys. You could use your scraps and just go ahead and cover up this side here. You wouldn't need a whole sheet on this, okay? Unless you want to. For the inside, you are going to need, and this is what I cut it down, so this is going to go here, okay, because this is where my doors are going to lay. So you are going to need a piece of paper that is 9 1/4 this way, okay? And sorry about the noise, you guys, but got family over today, so. And then you're going to go ahead and cut another piece that is 6 3/8 by 8 3/8, and that is going to sit right behind here. Now for this piece, you just bring it in a little bit, and I went ahead and fussy cut right along here, okay? So my Santa sits like right on this paper, so, okay? And then this says Christmas, and we're going to go ahead and put the Mary right here, okay? So, so that's what you're going to need. So then for the spine is actually going to be, I had my measurement just a minute ago. Oh, the spine is actually going to be 5 5/8 by 9 1/4 inches, and you're going to score about an inch on each side. So you're going to score an inch here and an inch here, and that is going to lay over your spine really nice. So it's actually going to be even with your doors, okay? So your door is going to lay here, and this is going to be a little bit underneath your door, okay? And this one's going to lay here. So your doors will be, you know, right underneath this one. So this will go underneath your door. Okay, on the back, we're just going to go ahead and cover this up with some other papers that I've got. Okay, and then so for the doors, because I did this this way because what I want to do is I want to put a nice frame on this page, and I want to put my family picture in here. Okay, so we can open the door and see my family picture, and then close it up. And then to finish it off, I thought it would be really super cool to have probably this. I don't know if I'm going to set this on the door. So I thought about having this frame on the door or this one. And then I might go ahead and put either my photos in this, or I might go ahead and put one of these little Santa pictures in there. I thought would be like super cute. So, and I know they're kind of tiny, but I still think they would be really nice sitting in there. So, so that one says Merry Christmas greetings, and that one fits pretty nice. So there's that. And there's just a whole bunch of different ones that we've got in that collage paper that you can use. You can also use one of the poinsettias and just have it like come out of your picture frame. Okay, so we've got a bunch of different little ephemera, and we still have stickers to use to decorate, and we still have our cute wooden accents that we've got here. So we've got those two that we fixed up and painted and decorated with our stickles. So we've got lots of different things that we can use on here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started in decorating this, and I'm just going to fast forward, and then you'll just follow me along, okay? So here we're going to put on the spine first, and we're going to go ahead, because the spine has to go underneath here, this part here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am going to, I have it here, let me, but I need to mark kind of above here a little bit. So if you, when you put your spine on, or I mean your wrapping all over your spine, you want it marked a little bit to be sure that you have your door in the right spot. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little mark down here and a little mark up here. Okay, and I can erase that. Door. Oh, I'm marking my little door, but that's okay. My little door. Okay, so you're going to set your book like this, okay, and you've already cut out your paper, and this, I gave you the measurements for this earlier. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, it's 5 5/8 by 9 1/4 inch, and you're going to score a 1 inch right here on this side and 1 inch on this side, okay, and you can go ahead and fold that over. Pick my I accidentally put, usually I don't put score tape on places that I score in the middle of that, but I accidentally put my tape in that area. Whoops. So hopefully it will not give me any problems. We'll see. Okay. Let's put it this way. I'm going to line up this part first. I'm going to try to line that up with my little score marks. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fold this over. Make sure it's straight. Okay, just like that. So there is our spine cover. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is go ahead and stick our doors on. And I think I'm going to stick this one on first, and that way it will also give me the correct placement for this door. Okay, if you want to cover this part, you can do so now. And I'm thinking I might go ahead and just cut, I don't know if I have a little piece. Oh, that's not right. I'm looking to see if I have a little piece already cut. I don't think I do. So think I'll just leave that piece there, just like that. And maybe I'll go ahead and just ink this right in through here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down, just like this. Okay, right on that area. I'm going to go ahead and tape this and tape this piece. So if you have any little stragglies on the bottom, just go ahead and fold those in. Okay, and I'm just going to set this right in between. I'm going to place it this way because I need to make sure I'm in between where I made my little okay, so there you go. So there is that part. Okay, so on this part here, I did not cover this yet, and because I'm actually going to just do this in white, I think. I think I might just go ahead and put two little frames right here. Okay, so we will do that in a bit. So I'm going to close this now. And I'm going to go ahead and place this. I'm going to make sure that this is closed. And I'm actually going to butt this up against this. Okay, making sure that it's even. And I think I'm going to have my spine off just a bit. Just a tad. It's not very much though. So there we go. So there's our doors. So now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and put our doorknobs on, our magnets, and so with these close, okay, just like this. So you will get your 4 magnets, okay, and I'm using a little bit bigger ones because I ran out of my my JS Hobby ones, so yeah, sorry about that. So so I'm using my other ones, and I am just about out of my glue too, you guys. So this glue has been like super amazing. I'm telling you, it is like the best glue ever. Like, I am so happy with this glue. You don't even know. You all got to get this glue because, as you can tell, everything in my book has held up like really good on my matting and on the pages. Everything held up awesome. So now that this is drying, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and I'm just going to go ahead and close my doors. Okay, just like this. Okay, and I'm going to lift them up, and then you'll see little dots, okay, and that's where you're going to put the top ones. If we can get them apart. So now that this glue is all sticky, okay, put that apart, apart, and put this one off here. Wow. Okay. So I'm just going to wait for this to dry a little bit. And while this is drying, okay, I'm going to put just some little glue around that. Alrighty, just like that. Okay, and while the glue is drying, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the strips for this right here. And then we have this already put together, so we just need to lay this down. So this will go like this. Okay, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this down. Okay, I did cut some strips out for this right here, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a border, because I accidentally cut mine shorter than what I needed to. So I just cut out some little strips, and I'm just going to go ahead and put glue on these real quick, if I have enough glue here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put glue right here. Just move a little bit. Trying to stand my glue up, so it will. So there is a little border there. Okay. And that works great. Oops. Still close that. Oh. Okay. I'm going to grab my other one. And I'm going to put some glue on it. Okay. And I'm just going to lay that down there. Just like that. Alrighty, so there is that. So now we can go ahead and we can start laying down this part. This right like that. Just like this. There we go. And this goes on top of here. So I want to make sure that I have So I'm just leaving like a little bit of a 1/8 border around this, so then this backing, the little borders can show just a bit. About a 1/16 inch border on that, a 1/16 inch border on between my little items here that I put down in my 1/2 inch. I don't know, you want to call them gussets or whatever. I don't know, seam. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay this one down first, okay? And then I'll lay the big one down right on top of that. I just love this paper, you guys. It's so pretty. And I love all of the elements that come with this paper. So many to choose from. It's awesome to have a lot of items to decorate your album with, for sure. Okay, go. So that is going to lay down just like that, okay? And then you're going to get this, and we're going to do the same thing here, okay? But I just love this paper, and I'm telling you, the cut aparts alone, it just made me cringe to cut apart those cards. So if you get this, you will totally understand about this paper. It's so awesome. Okay, so I'm actually going to line this up with this side first, okay, and the bottom part, and I'm going to scooch it over to this edge here. Keep going over. And I'm going to line it up with this over here. And that looks like it's not going to, it's going to cover my little part that I've stuck on here. So that's okay. So there we go. So there is that part. Okay. And so now I can stick my picture in here if I wanted, and I'm just going to lift this up a little bit. I didn't put any tape behind this part, so that way I could scoot my picture under there. And I can go ahead and put my picture right here of our family. And then these will close like this. I'm going to go ahead and cut out some white pieces of paper. And I'm actually going to, I think I might go ahead and just cut some strips to kind of decorate the sides of those. So I might go ahead and do that. And because I think this is still kind of tacky, so we're not going to do that yet. But we are going to go ahead and put on our little doorknobs, okay? So, find mine. I had it here just a minute ago. Oh, there. So, okay, so to put on your doorknobs, okay, you can use these little screws, okay? And these will just go right through the paper, okay, right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, we are going to go ahead and put these on right here, okay? And to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and I kind of know where I want them, so I'm going to just poke a hole where I want it. See if I can poke a hole. I don't know if I'll be able to. Maybe I'll just indent it. I've never used these before. So I have a little indented area right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, my magnet came off again. so I am going to glue that back on there. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I went ahead and did my little screw. I indented a little piece right there, just like this. Okay, and then to make the hole itself, I can go ahead and grab my little hole punch, And I have a little hole punch that is like super small, you guys. Like it's really tiny. So I'm just going to grab that and I'm going to punch my hole in there. Just like that. Okay. Whoop. Everything keeps sticking to these magnets. so I'm going to push this through. I'm going to try to. Okay, it's going through. Just like that. Okay. So it went through. So, oh my Lord. This magnet does not want to stay, you guys. It's like really wanting to attach itself to that other side. And I'm going to go ahead and just screw my little doorknob on. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And there is our doorknob. So now I'm going to go ahead and stick my magnet back on there again. I want to make sure it's the right, yeah, it's the right. Okay. And I'm just going to lay that there. And I'm actually just going to leave that alone and let it dry. I'm not touching it. This one, not sure if it's dried, but I need to make sure that I have both of these doors right where I want them, the door knobs. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that there. And that one came off too, so that's okay. So we're just going to leave them like that for a minute. And I am going to go ahead and mark where I want my next little doorknob, which I want it here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put this off. And I'm just going to leave it off for a second while I put this on. And I'm going to look for my little mark I drew right there. And mark it this side. Here. Okay, so I marked it right there on this side. And so now I'm going to just punch my hole on this side. Okay. And then I'm going to go through the back again. And I'm just going to go ahead and wiggle that through. Just like that. Okay. And then attach my little doorknob. And these just screw on, y'all. It's so easy. So easy. So awesome. I love these things. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add some glue. I think I'm just about out, you guys. A lot of glue to that. Okay. And we are going to leave these alone for a bit. So once these dry, then I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and get my papers cut out for this part, and then I'll be back. Okay? Okay, so now that we're done with the front, I went ahead and put some border here. That is the same as the red that's right here. And then I went ahead and did the white on the side here for some photo mats and made some pockets here. So we could put some tags or photo mats or whatever you would like there. And then I went ahead and put my photo mat right here on this side here. And I changed one thing, and that is putting the magnets here on this side on top of the little screws for the doorknobs. So they open up a little bit easier here. So, and then the magnets are right behind this white paper here. So Then we are going to turn this over and we are going to go ahead and start papering the back. And so for the back, I went ahead and picked up this paper, and I'm going to go ahead and stick this right here. And then I thought it would be nice to do like a little pocket back here, and I made some little tiny or some little photo mats just to put back here, and you know, just for extra pictures. So we are going to go ahead and finish this part. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. I went ahead and put my tape on this already. Okay guys, so I finished the back part, and I went ahead and made a pocket for this part and just added some of my scrap pieces of paper. I just went ahead and made little photo mats and stuck them in the back here. And I'll probably put some final little touches on here. So basically, it's all done. So here we're going to make a little pocket area or a little photo booklet. And so for this one, you will need 2 magnets, okay? And it's going to measure 4 1/4 by 11. You are going to score at a 1 7/8, and then at 2, and then you're going to score at 6 1/2, and then again at 6 5/8, okay? Your pages are going to be, you're going to just need 2, okay? 2 little strips of paper folded, and the pages are going to measure 4 by 8 7/8. You're going to score at 4 3/8 and 4 1/2, okay? And these are just going to be attached to each other. They're going to be adhered to each other and glued down right here, okay? So they will be able to flip open, okay? And we are going to, you only need to put paper here, here, and here, and then on this side. The other ones you don't need to have paper on if you don't want to, okay? You don't need to paper the back side of this at all because it's going to be like this, and you're going to open it up like this, okay? And then down here, I thought if you wanted to, you could definitely put a pocket down here, or put some decorations down here if you want, whatever you want to do. So we'll see how we do with that. And then I already cut out some of the papers for this part. And then for the back part, I thought it would be fun just to put a little design back here that I actually got from Kim Murray over at Salty Beach Scrappers. She did something a while back with some I think it was seam binding or yarn, or not yarn, seam binding or ribbon. And I thought it might be fun if we have enough to do our back here. We could do something like that. And what it is you just get some little strips and you put your strips across. And I thought it would be fun. And it's just like a little board that you can stick little pictures in or whatever. And so I thought that would be fun back here. So I am going to be doing that, and then I'll fast forward. And so we're almost done, guys. Yay! So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this part here. So if we do a pocket here, your pocket will measure 9 1/4. So I will tell you the measurements for your pocket, okay? And I will get started. So, and then we need to put our inserts in. I forgot. So we have our inserts in here, and I believe this one. So you can put your insert in here. Make sure you're putting it in on the right side so it does hook onto your your little area there. So push that down. So when you pull it up, it hooks on. Okay, which it does. So now we just need to push it down in there. I don't know why it's not. It's acting like it's tight, but it shouldn't be because there's plenty of room in there. I don't know why it's acting like it's all. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's in there. You want to make sure, again, that your lip to your little insert is right there. Okay, see mine right there? I don't know if you guys can see, it's right there. Okay, your little lip to your insert is going to go on this side. So you're just going to put that in there. Make sure it attaches, and then just push it on through. Okay, again, your little lip right there. Make sure you put the correct side in, and it attaches, and then just push it on through. And then we actually are going to put, I decided I like these little presents on there, so I'm going to put those on here. And these will be attached right in the middle. So we could go ahead and attach those now. So for those, I'm going to go ahead and grab my art glitter glue, okay, and I am out of my other glue, you guys, so I'm using the art glitter glue now. So just going to go ahead and okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put glue on here. And when I put glue on here, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little dot here, or actually, you're only going to put it on the square part of the present, okay? I'm not putting it up here on the bow, because that's the part that's going to stick out. So I'm actually going to put this one, I kind of messed up, you guys. Sorry. I'm going to put it down here because I kind of want to, I need to leave room for our closure if we do a closer. So I actually need to go back to the front, open this up, get my little insert from here, and put the red one here. Okay, and I'm actually going to just kind of bring it down some on there. Okay, so there's that one. And I'm leaving about, I don't know, I think it's a 1/2 inch. So I'm not sure. Let me see how much I need to leave. And there's this one, and this one. And I did the corners on these, but I didn't do the corners on these ones, which I need to do. So next is the green. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then I might go ahead and just stick the red like that. So that leaves me this space here to put the closure in between here. So I might go ahead and just put those on there like that. Okay. Now you really don't have to do a closure for this book if you don't want to. It's totally up to you if you feel like you want to, but you really don't need to. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to leave them like this for right now and let this kind of dry. Actually, they're already kind of stuck on there, you guys. I cannot move this one. It's a little crooked. There it goes. I was going to say it's a little crooked and it wouldn't let me move it. So if they're pretty stuck on there already, I think. So, okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and punch my corners on these as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this off to the side. And we are going to go ahead and do our little book here. And I don't know what I did with my little, oh, I just need my little tiny magnets. And so I decided to go ahead and put this, I was going to put this like this, but now I'm like, I don't know, I'm going to do this. Because I want the words showing, and I don't have, maybe I'll just do this one, this Merry Christmas one. If I'm going to have it like this, we could cut this down a little bit. Your flap could be a little shorter if you wanted. The flap right now measures at to 1 7/8. We could actually make it 1 1/2, and that might be good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. Okay, and let me grab mine. And so I'm just going to take, let's see here, to make it 1 1/2. I probably need to take off about a 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to take off about a 1/4 inch. And then we'll see where we're at with that. I'm going to take off just a little bit more, just a tiny bit. And that is about 1 and 1/2 inch. 1 and 1/2. Okay. So I don't know what is my deal today. I cannot seem to get the words out right. I don't know why. Sorry. Okay. So let me see if that works still. I do like that, but it's not going to work because the words don't show. So I think I might go ahead and just do this. And I think I'm going to have mine open up this way. So I'm actually going to go ahead. And for this, if you have, like I have some strips, pieces here and there. I don't have a whole lot left of like big pieces. So if you have strips left like this, I have this left, you can just go ahead and kind of piece your stuff underneath here. So like if you want this covered, go ahead and just put like a strip here because you know you don't need to cover this whole thing. So maybe just put a strip there and then put the other strip over here. So you can always just do like a frame around it, okay? Which I think I might do. So, especially since I know that I need I want my Christmas, Merry Christmas showing. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and ink my stuff and cut my edges and everything. And I'm going to fast forward through this part. Okay, guys, so I decided to go ahead and use another doorknob or one of the little fasteners, hitch things from Tim Holtz. And they're the hitch fasteners, and I thought that that would be like super cute on here. So I'm going to put this right up here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and stick it in now. And I'm just going to go ahead and poke a little hole in here with my X-Acto knife. Okay, see if that'll work. Yes, I did. So, okay, and then that way I can just go ahead and screw this on just like that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my magnet on top of that. Okay, and then let's see here. I need to place my magnet under here. I need to make sure that, because I want my magnet on this side instead of this side. So, to make sure that it's going to attach. So the best way to do this is to use some tape. I'm going to, again, attach my magnet there. Okay, and it may stick out a lot from this piece, but I think it's about right there. I think. So, and I think that's about right there. It feels pretty close. Okay, so that's where that magnet is coming from. So for that magnet, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue down there. I'll leave that little tape there, just like that. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and glue down this. I think I put glue on that one already, so I'm going to leave that like that. Or actually, I'm going to go ahead and paper that. I take that back. I'm going to go ahead and paper this. Leave my hole there. Okay, I'm going to grab my little paper that I'm using to paper this inside, and I'm going to first I'm going to go ahead and do my little edges here, just like that. Alright, and then who's out there making racket? And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on here, so I know that that's where my hole needs to be. So we're going to paper this side first before we do the front side. Just like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to poke my hole right here on that back side. And I'm going to go ahead and push that through. What do you need, sweetie? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this out again, and we're going to paper this side here. So we're going to go ahead and cover this part right here. Okay, just like that. And go ahead and just grab my little tool. Make sure that's all pushed in. And then I forgot to do this part right here, but that's okay. It's a good thing that this album is for me. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that red in there. And I think I'm going to do this side too. So I'm just getting my inker, and I'm just inking this really red right in through there. And then you can do the inside if you want to. And so now, right now, I'm going to go ahead and poke this through my paper. Or actually, I'm going to grab this and then just make a hole through there on that side, so it will go through. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Like that. And to cover up this part, I decided I'm going to go ahead and lay my magnet down, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and lay a piece of ephemera on there. So, or maybe with one of these little guys will work on there. I love our ephemera, you guys. So, so cool. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the ephemera on there. It'll look like a pop-up 3D, and I like that. So I like that. So I love it when stuff works out. And I think for this part, I'm going to go ahead and use my half-inch score tape. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just put some score tape on here. And I'm just kind of using it all over. Just kind of move down and over. Doing the other part, it will dry. So, and then that will fold over like that, and that will be like that, and then this will open. Just like that, you guys. So, yay! So now we need to go ahead and put in, I went ahead and here our little items here, and this is going to go right in that seam. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some glue. No, just that. Open it up and just press down in there. Okay, so those are all in there. And then I can grab some extra paper and I can go ahead and put something inside here if I want to. So, I'll just go ahead and put this in here. And I kind of like it just like that. I'm gonna And I'm just going to put glue on the top right here. And the bottom part. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put this right in the middle. Like that. Okay. So, I apologize if you guys can hear my family. They are over. I don't know what's wrong with the baby. So I apologize. And so there we go, you guys. And then this part right here, if you wanted to, you can definitely go ahead and put something back there. You know, you could put like another little, you could put like a little pocket here or something. I'm trying to find something to put there. Let's see here. Like this side. I'm looking through most of our scraps, you guys, for stuff. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now. I have this piece left. So I'm just kind of looking at stuff I've got and piecing stuff together. So, but I think right here I'm going to go ahead and just put another picture because that gives us 1, 2, 2, 4, let's see, 6, 8, 9 pictures in there. So we could definitely do that. I'm just looking for a piece of scratch paper. And I think I might just go ahead and use this. I'm going to cut it down just a few. And just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay this down. I'm just going to go ahead and then put some glue around this. Okay. And push that up. Okay. So there we go. So there is our book, you guys. That is so cute. So I love it. So on the back side, you can go ahead and add your tape. Okay. I'm just going to cut that. I keep grabbing the papers. I don't know, I keep grabbing the tape part. Okay. So we're going to grab our book. And we're going to move some of this stuff over. And we're just going to open this up. And we're going to lay this right here. Just like that. See, make sure I have it on straight, right? And you're just going to press that in, just like that. Okay, and there is our book. And so there's that part. Okay, and like I said, you can decorate this. I'm going to go ahead and probably decorate this down here. And when I do add the final touches, I'll do that. And then these can go ahead and slide right inside of our pocket area. Just like that. And I just need to round off the corners. I will do that. Okay, so now we have our back area to do, and our back. We're just going to use strips, and so I will go and cut all my strips out, and then I will be right back.